Hey everyone, welcome back to the WWE Rant Part 2. If you guys haven't checked out Part 1, link in the description. This intro is going to be kind of short, but Joseph, what about you
All right,
kick it up with the...
let's jump right into it. So we're gonna go back to the brand split in 2016, right before leading to the Battleground pay-per-view. We were announced that we were gonna once again get the brand split, and at Battleground, Dean Ambrose retained his WWE title, taking it to SmackDown and leading them with AJ Styles, John Cena, Becky Lynch, and many others. And people said that Raw got the better end of the deal with like the bigger stars like Seth Rollins and Roman and Sasha Banks and Finn Balor and all these other guys. But SmackDown creatively was actually the best. They got some really good matches at SummerSlam. We got Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. We had AJ Styles versus John Cena. SummerSlam was a great match. He has some good stuff coming out of that brand. But then later on, eventually things just took a turn. And I think the whole creative process really went downhill when Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship. That is where I mark the end of creative. See, what happened was that, Jinder Mahal has been a jobber all throughout his career. Nobody is believing that he's the legitimate WWE champion. So, right before he wins the championship, he gets eliminated from the WrestleMania Battle Royal, getting eliminated by Rob Gronkowski, who is a football player, and then he loses to Mojo Rawley on the SmackDown after WrestleMania after moving there.
This was like one of the wrestle. I forgot which one it was. I saw it was on a YouTube video. I think like
WrestleMania 33.
Yeah, it was like when he threw the cup at Brock, and then he and he got mad, and then he hopped on the in the ring and did his little football tackle thingy. Yeah, I remember that video. I remember now. Okay, that was a good one. He deserved that actually. Shout out to the man for doing that.
See, I don't care whether he deserved it or not, because Jinder Mahal should not be in a ring at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but he deserved because you threw a cup at the person, knowing that's a football player, knowing you're gonna get your ass beat down by a football player.
But anyway,
just saying.
So after losing to Mojo Rawley, he is entered into Stamford, Connecticut's Scott Steiner genetic freak machine or something out of Vince McMahon's basement, and he looks like he's on I don't even know. It looked like he was on steroids.
Yeah.
Really, it looked like he took steroids, and then he came back and he was all powerful. He was like the Hulk. So it was like, how did this guy's body get in so much shape in such a short amount of time? There's no way. So I really still think to this day that Jinder Mahal took steroids. I'm sorry if anyone gets offended by that, but
he might be right. He might be right about that, actually.
My opinion. But the WWE won't tell us because they're biased, and the only reason that Jinder Mahal was champion is because he's the only person on the roster that is Indian. I'm sorry. He is.
That's not racist at all.
That's the only purpose of Jinder Mahal being the WWE champion, was to get into the Indian market. If Jinder Mahal was not the WWE, I guarantee you we would get Great Khali as a world champion again, which nobody wants. So he wins the title from Randy Orton at Backlash, and then he beats Orton again at Money in the Bank, beats Nakamura twice, and then loses to AJ Styles in London right before Survivor Series. Because God forbid, you had to have somebody in creative had an idea to have Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal in a champion versus champion match. Why should that ever be a match?
God forbid, why that actually happened.
And heels do not always have to cheat. Heels can be badass as well. Look at guys like Triple H. Triple H in the Reign of Terror. People really want to talk so much bad stuff about Triple H in that Reign of Terror. But you know what? I would rather watch that on a 365-day basis than watch 1 minute of Jinder Mahal's WWE title reign. Not to mention that he got some really bad publicity from the WWE in these promos about Nakamura's background that were considered racist. Yeah, that's really what you want on your record from your WWE champion. No problems here. But anyway, So that's where I really start to mark the end of creative. But let's move on to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 35 is where really everything took a turn. Not just SmackDown, Raw too, and just the whole entire main roster. So I'm gonna go down the card here. It started off with Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, which nobody expected to start the show.
Nope.
Apparently, Brock was pissed that he was not the main event because they were giving that to the women, and Brock was not having it, so he wanted to go on first. After Paul Heyman interrupted Alexa Bliss and Hulk Hogan, and then Seth Rollins wins the Universal title, and Brock got the hell out of there. So then we move on to AJ Styles and Randy Orton, which went 16 minutes. Great match, but they wasted a spot on SmackDown, which would have been pretty cool to save the match. Just saying. And then we had the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Usos defended against Aleister Black and Ricochet, Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, and The Bar. The Bar had run its course. Nakamura and Rusev shouldn't even be a team, and Aleister Black and Ricochet should be solo acts. So there was no reason the Usos should not have won here, and they did. It made sense creatively. Typical tag team spots. Moving on. Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Why do you have Shane McMahon, a non-wrestler, in the ring? You had him win the World Cup tournament over Seth Rollins, Kurt Angle, Bobby Lashley, Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, The Miz. Like, all of these guys that traveled to Saudi Arabia and worked their butts off, and you're just going to give it to Shane McMahon?
Out of all the people you guys choose in the WWE, that is not well as a good fighter, I would say, in my opinion.
And Shane was not getting heel heat. This is not heel heat. This is legitimate heat. Like, we legitimately hate you.
Yeah.
We are not booing you for your legitimate heel work. We are booing you because you absolutely suck at your job, and there's no reason why you should be taking time away from actual talent.
Right, exactly.
The only reason he's on screen is because he's a McMahon. I don't think there's, and get this, there was even a bizarre plan from the old demented mind of Vince McMahon to put the WWE title on Shane McMahon.
Right.
Why? I don't think I have to explain anymore. Let's move on. This one really gets my blood boiling. For Fatal 4-Way Tag match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, as Sasha Banks defended against Nia Jax and Tamina, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, and the Iconics. And for some reason, the WWE had to pick one of the worst wrestlers in the whole entire company, in the Iconics, to win the titles. Why does anyone appeal to these two? They were nothing in NXT. They were outshined by so many women. Asuka, Ember Moon, Bayley, Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler, you can name them all. They were always outshined because the Iconics are nothing special.
Right.
Sue me. I want to see no Iconics icons in my comment section hating on me. So I'm sorry, but they wasted the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. There was no reason for Sasha Banks and Bayley to lose those titles. And the Iconics absolutely killed them, and they never defended them. Moving on. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Kofi Kingston finally gets his reign as WWE Champion. And he has a pretty good reign, and then gets blasted off again unceremoniously by Brock Lesnar in 5 seconds, and his main event run is never brought up again.
My question is, what type of fight was that anyway? That was like the weirdest, dumbest fight I ever seen.
Yep. Anyway, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. My boy Samoa Joe wins the United States Championship from Rey Mysterio in 1 minute. Congratulations, my brother. Next up, Roman Reigns makes his leukemia return against Drew McIntyre. That's the only reason why Roman won this match, because he came back from leukemia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Drew McIntyre should have won this match, but everybody knows why. Then we had the no-holds-barred match between Triple H and Batista, other known as Batista's retirement match. This was a great match between Triple H and Batista. Always great. Triple H never disappoints. He never disappoints, whether he's in the ring, backstage. Triple H never disappoints us, and that is what I respect the man for.
Right.
Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's farewell match. There should have been no reason why this should. There's no excuse for this. Why Baron Corbin should have been the man to retire Kurt Angle. There's no reason for this. this is not up for discussion. John Cena should have been the man to retire Kurt Angle, and this is not open for discussion. To have Baron Corbin be the man to retire a legend like Kurt Angle is absolutely disgusting, and I hate it. Moving on. The Demon, Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. It made no sense for Finn Balor to bring out the Demon for Bobby Lashley. Excuse me. Bobby Trashley. There's no reason why Finn Balor should have brought out the Demon. You didn't bring him out for the
Undertaker.
Think this logic. He didn't bring out the Demon for Brock Lesnar, but he didn't bring out but he brings out the Demon for Bobby Lashley.
How's that work?
Are you kidding me? How does that even work? Brock Lesnar is the most dangerous man in WWE, and you're not going to bring out the Demon for Brock Lesnar? Really? At the second biggest pay-per-view of the year at the Royal Rumble? You're kidding me? And I don't even think I have to explain. Demon Balor wins the Intercontinental Championship again. Moving on. Then the main event, Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships.
Okay, was this the final one of Ronda Rousey final match?
It could have been her final match, but actually Stephanie has been saying that Ronda is going to make her return soon, but she just doesn't know when.
I didn't hear that part.
But Becky wins this match deservingly so and becomes our champion. Way to go, Becky. I love you.
The man.
Yes, so that was WrestleMania, and all three babyface champions, Kofi, Seth, and Becky, all walked out of WrestleMania as champions. But then things, of course, went downhill, especially with Becky and Seth. Kofi's reign was okay. Becky and Seth are a different story. Well, Becky was actually okay. It's mainly Seth that's the problem. I cannot believe they dropped the ball with Seth Rollins. So he comes out of WrestleMania, and his first opponent is Baron Corbin. I'm sorry. Not Baron Corbin. AJ Styles. Why do you have to waste that match? Well, I know everybody wants to see the match, but why do you waste it for Money in the Bank? Why? This should have been something that was on, WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, or, a big pay-per-view. You should have saved Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for a bigger event, not at Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, but yeah. So then he faces Baron Corbin at Stomping Grounds, gets paired with Becky Lynch, wins at Extreme Rules, then loses the title to Brock Lesnar in a cash-in, which was BS. And then he wins it back at SummerSlam, and then we get Braun Strowman at Night of Champions. There's no reason why Braun Strowman should be in a Universal title match ever again. Then we get The Fiend. The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Hell in a Cell match. For the first time, there was a disqualification inside of Hell in a Cell. I only have one thing to say to this. Mick Foley and The Undertaker are absolutely shaking their heads in shame looking at this. Mick Foley and The Undertaker, Mick Foley falls off the Hell in a Cell, and the match keeps going, but Seth Rollins hits Bray Wyatt with a sledgehammer. Call for the bell. No reason here.
Wow.
Mick Foley almost killed himself for us, and you're just gonna do that? That's what you're gonna do? Really? This is the point where WWE completely dropped the ball on Seth Rollins, and not only did they drop the ball, but the fans absolutely turned on him. And then he loses his title to The Fiend at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. God, I don't know why you have to change the title there. God, I don't know how much money the Prince is paying Vince McMahon, but it's absolutely disgusting that Vince McMahon is putting on these shows in exchange for Saudi Arabian blood money. It absolutely boils my blood. And just one of the many reasons why I hate Vince McMahon to this very day. Seth Rollins clearly dropped the ball on him. Baron Corbin, one of the many many screw-ups. So Baron Corbin, there's no reason why he should have been Raw General Manager or why he should have had the Constable role in the first place, because he absolutely killed the show and produced one of the worst Monday Night Raws I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if anybody remembers the day, but it's the same exact day where Drake Maverick goes and pisses on Bobby Roode's robe. That show. Well, and then we get the McMahon family coming out and saying, "Oh, we're gonna listen to the fans, and we're gonna give you what you want." Yeah. Let me see you try. Baron Corbin starts to make his way back up. He wins King of the Ring, putting on some pretty good matches, and actually impressed me and impressed a lot of people in the community. So he was earning back his respect. But then he gets to Roman Reigns, and they killed him again. And now he is a walking billboard for "Get Off My TV."
Yes.
So then, oh boy. Lana, Rusev, and
Basically,
Charles, you take this one.
Oh man, have I been longing for this topic? Okay, you know what? I've having this one actually one of my favorite ones, but man, what can I say about this one? Back to back to back. How does it start? Oh, that's right. Lana, who is a big mouth bitch. Yeah, I said it. Big loudmouth bitch goes telling the whole WWE universe that she is cheating on Rusev with Bobby Lashley. Thank you, Trashley. You get Rusev so mad that almost every night they do the same thing. They're at a restaurant. Rusev attacks Trashley. Oh wait, what happened recently on Monday night, you be asking? The wedding! Oh my god, can't I say that was the best moment I have ever seen in WWE history between these three? Now don't get me wrong about this, alright? Just hear me out here. I was watching a WWE video before the wedding actually happened that night, saying that Bobby was still married to his first wife, and Lana was married to Rusev. I don't know if that's true, but hear me out on this one right here, fans. I understand it's the writers doing all that crap, but man, could we just congrats on this wedding idea? Look, props to Rusev being in that cake and all. That was the perfect Rusev day I have ever seen, but let's also not forget the other stuff, as in, it's just so weird seeing these two together.
Look, guys. Having a wedding angle in the WWE is not my problem. It is how you do it.
Right.
There have been great WWE weddings before. You've had Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. You've had Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You've had Edge and Lita. You've had Lita and Kane. You've had Stephanie McMahon and Tess. But you've had some great. I mean, you've had Vicky Guerrero and Edge. That was a great segment.
Oh yeah.
AJ Lee, Daniel Bryan. You've had some good ones.
And then you had the bad ones.
So there was no excuse for you not to make a good wedding angle out of Bobby Lashley and Lana. There was no reason why. Even though I will say that Lana is the worst actor I have ever seen in my entire life.
I totally agree. Especially or during those times between Bobby and Rusev attacking each other and stuff, you can just hear Lana screaming like a real bitch and saying, "Get some help." People are like, "Jesus Christ, can you stop yelling?"
The lint that I find in my car at 10 o'clock at night has more charisma and deserves a Grammy more than Lana does in her entire career. Anyway, and then it really just gets bad. I'm actually not surprised we have not seen a live sex celebration between Lana and Lashley. I'm really surprised we have not seen that.
Let's hope they bring it, actually.
No. Anyway,
I was joking, okay?
But the big picture here is I want to mention is Liv Morgan. So.
Oh wait,
Liv
was that
Morgan,
part she's talking about that she ain't here
Liv,
for Bobby?
Liv Morgan
Yeah.
splits from the Riot Squad. She goes to SmackDown. She's on her own, and we're thinking, okay, they're gonna do something with Liv Morgan, and then she teases a gimmick change, and we're like, okay, is she gonna go into the Firefly Funhouse and be Sister Abigail with the Fiend?
Oh lord.
That'd be nice. Oh my god, that'd be incredible.
Oh lord.
Definitely, it would definitely give the Fiend some more to his character.
Yowie wowie.
To have Liv Morgan in the Firefly Funhouse.
Oh lord.
And so then we see these vignettes, and we're
Oh
like,
lord.
okay, maybe we're building to something. It's not necessarily what we wanted, but it's something. And then Liv Morgan interrupts the wedding, and we're like,
yes, that was actually my favorite part because I remember seeing that she's like, I ain't talking about Bobby, I'm talking about Lana. I was like, whoa.
So you bring back Liv Morgan to do a lesbian angle.
Yes.
That is seriously the best you have for Liv Morgan.
Look, you can't tell me that was the best part in the whole weird. Wait, damn. Okay, next topic. Next topic.
Hold on. I have one more thing to mention. So, this is the best you have for Liv Morgan. Now, what really gets to me here is the aftermatch. Sonya Deville, who is a real-life lesbian, not in storyline. She is a real-life lesbian, and she is very open about being the first openly gay champion. So, I definitely support her that. And Mandy Rose is also very outspoken for her best friend. And seeing Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose's reactions, it was very heartbreaking. I'm sorry, like it just really was. Like you could tell the look in Sonya's eyes, or judging by her tweets, that she was not happy about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that my heart really hurts for her. Like to really, make somebody's sexuality out of the storyline is just not the way to go. And that should have been saved for somebody like Sonya Deville, who actually wants to be open for pride, and actually wants to be open and be a role model for other LGBT activists, which would have been great. So to have Liv Morgan and Lana portray this absolutely just blows my mind. So let's move on to the last topic. Now, I know all this seems bad.
We're gonna tackle this in two parts.
And you're probably thinking, what?
We're gonna tackle these last two together into one, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So you're probably thinking, there's no way the WWE is going to change.
Right.
You could be right.
You could be wrong.
You could, but you could also be wrong because.
Wait, had you heard of AEW?
Yes. The reason I say this is because we have a savior. We have an alternative. We have a man who's not afraid to give us fans what we really want. We have a man who's unafraid to be outspoken. We have a man who wants to fight for us and understands the problems that us wrestling fans have nowadays with the current product that we are receiving from the WWE in the old man up at the top. And our savior is Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, and of course, Mr. Y2J himself, Chris Jericho. One of my childhood heroes is leading AEW as their world champion. And people want to complain, you want to complain about Goldberg and Brock Lesnar and The Rock and all these other part-timers as champion. Why do you only complain about Chris Jericho? Well, Chris Jericho is actually reinvents himself, and he actually still hurts a buzz. And he's one of the hottest things in wrestling right now, even at 40 years old in his career. AEW is our savior and our alternative, because they will give the WWE an ultimatum to either improve or they will shut them down.
For good.
This is not a WCW situation. This is a real threat. And AEW has their problems, but you know what? They're going to rise up because they have the talent, they have the passion, because they always said That it's not the man with the deepest wallets that wins. It's the man who has the heart and the passion of a visionary to be the leader of sports entertainment. Vince McMahon, that was once you, but now there's a new king in town. His name is Cody Rhodes, Tony Khan, Chris Jericho, and all the others. They are going to give you a wake-up call that you will never forget. And trust me, a lot of your stars that are under contract are wanting out right now, and they want their future to be in AEW. But you're not letting them because you know how much of a threat that they really are. You let others go because you didn't think that Ring of Honor or Impact Wrestling or New Japan Pro Wrestling or CZW or any other of these promotions were any real threat to you. Well, guess what? AEW is much different.
Right.
And if you don't see this threat coming, you are history. This company will not improve. And I say this again, CM Punk's pipe bomb rings true to this day.
I totally
That
agree.
if Triple H is that maybe this company would be better if Vince McMahon was gone.
Yes.
Because it will be once Vince McMahon steps down or retires from the company, and he needs to step away and go to the XFL and other projects because Triple H needs to take over the WWE, or else this sinking ship is going to be no more. AEW is here to stay, and WWE, you have to improve now, or else your 25-year history is going right down the drain.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this rant. I'm Joseph for CEC Wrestling with Charles Tucker from Concept Cheese Entertainment, and we will see you guys in the next podcast. See you guys later.